finally made it to Cape Town. As you can see, the beautiful Table Mountain behind me. We're here at the V&A waterfront. We are in desperate need of some coffee, so I think we're gonna go try to find a delicious coffee, and then we're just gonna walk around and see what we can find. But welcome to the new vlog, guys. We just concluded our first meal here in Cape Town at the Time Out Market behind me. We chose South African dishes, which were both incredible. I actually have a list of different dishes that I'm wanting to try while we're here, and I was so happy I was able to check the first one off my list, Bobotie. Cheers, babe! Fred's old neighbor, who now lives in Cape Town, met us for dinner at Marble in the V&A waterfront. This restaurant was absolutely beautiful, and the food was also top-notch. We were excited to see that they had springbok on the menu, as it was one of the dishes on the list of foods we were excited to try while in South Africa. We slept so great last night. I'm really hoping that we're beating the jet lag. Today we are about to go do something very exciting that Fred and I have never done before. It's definitely a bucket list item for us, and we're hoping that we're gonna have some incredible views of Cape Town. Tell the people what we're about to go do?
Get to the chopper.
We just finished our 12-minute helicopter ride. Wow, that was quick, but the views were incredible. We got to see Table Mountain, we got to see Lion's Head. It was just absolutely incredible. After our exhilarating helicopter ride, we ventured over to Nice to Matcha. I tried their vanilla bean and sea salt latte, and it was incredible. Although it was a bit of a windy day, the weather was still beautiful, so we decided to walk along the beach in Sea Point. We continued walking through some of the glamorous seaside neighborhoods in Clifton and were amazed by the views. It was so incredibly scenic that we didn't even realize we had walked 3.5 miles, but we ultimately found ourselves in Camps Bay and were hungry for lunch. I had heard lots of good things about Codfather, so that's where we settled on. It's quite a unique restaurant in that they do not have a menu. Instead, they invite you to the fresh seafood counter where they showcase all of their local fish and seafood. You can choose exactly how much of each item you would like, and they prepare it on the grill for you. We we decided to grab a drink at La Parada while waiting for our friends to arrive in Cape Town. Well, it is officially Table Mountain Day. We are about to take the cable car up to the top so that we can get some breathtaking views of the city. We got here about 30 minutes after it opened, and we can already see that there's a line forming behind us to be able to get up to the top. So let's go hit the line. The line was almost 4 hours long. I would highly recommend booking a fast track ticket.
National park, so capture as much as you can and to enjoy this beautiful view of the mother city. It's officially too late to turn back now.
The views up there were absolutely incredible. You get to see all of the city, you get to see Lion's Head, it's truly incredible. Over to Bocap neighborhood. The street with all the beautiful colorful houses was extremely chaotic and it was difficult to really get any good photos or video. We will include a few clips that we did get. We also saw a really cute coffee shop and we popped in there to grab a quick coffee and then made our way to our hotel. I made a reservation for us to visit the Silo Rooftop Bar for some appetizers and a drink. The views were incredible, and I was happy to check 2 more food items off my list. We just got back off the ferry that took us over to Robben Island, place where Nelson Mandela was imprisoned. That was quite an experience. We also were able to get a tour from a previous prisoner as well. His name was Derek.
Stay longer.
And it was quite informational and just truly remarkable to have firsthand experience of someone who was wrongfully imprisoned there. I would 1000% recommend doing this tour. It was just very surreal to be in that exact place that Nelson Mandela was. We met back up with our friends to grab some lunch at Life Grand Cafe and checked off ostrich from our list. Later that evening, we had dinner at an Italian restaurant called The Cousins, and it was delicious. morning. We just came over to Truth Coffee. This is one of the best places here in Cape Town to get an espresso-based drink, so we're very excited to try that. Then we're heading down to Boulders Beach today to go check out the African penguin colony, and from there we're hoping to make our way down to the Cape of Good Hope. So follow along. As you can see by the sign behind me, we have made it to Boulders Beach. We did actually already see a few penguins, but now we're about to walk down to the visitor center, have a nice day, and go down to the beach. A few tips for Boulders Beach is to ensure you arrive early to beat the crowds, and it is also extremely important that you do not touch or feed the penguins, as they are at risk of becoming extinct. We just left the Cape of Good Hope, which is the most southwestern point of the African continent. It is a beautiful scenic drive to get down to the Cape of Good Hope. You do have to pay an entrance fee at the entrance of the park, and then it took about 15 to 20 minutes to drive down. But it is such an incredible drive, so very scenic. If you do have a car, I would highly recommend to make this drive. So we just stopped here at Jake's on the Common to grab a bite to eat for lunch, and the service, the ambiance, the food was absolutely incredible here. Definitely would recommend stopping by. Now we're about to head over and do the Chapman's Peak Drive, which is extremely scenic from what we've heard. Absolutely incredible. Like, we had seen things online, but being able to witness it in person, it was truly remarkable. It feels like it's not even real. It truly feels like it's a postcard. And I definitely think if you are coming to Cape Town and you have a car, you really need to make that drive. If you could do it at sunset, it would be even better. It's just so scenic. Went to a place called Gold. They serve lots of traditional African foods from different countries throughout the continent here, and there was also a little bit of a dinner and a show experience. They do some performances during the dinner, and it was truly an incredible experience as well. perfect way to end our stay here. We are about to check out of our hotel here in Cape Town. Next, we're heading to the Cape Winelands, so be sure to stay tuned for that video next.